Welcome back, everyone. Today we're going to be shedding light on the problems appertaining to believing in the red pill theory. So, what are the problems appertaining to believing in the red pill theory? Without further ado, without further delay, allow me to demystify that answer to that inquiry right here, right now. Lamentably, much of my dismay, much of my consternation, much of my chagrin, much of my agony, much of my distress, and much of my grief, the red pill theory is not aligned with reality. It is too idealistic. It is too overly optimistic. People are staunch believers of the red pill theory. They earnestly believe that it is true. However, they will be disillusioned by the grim, bleak realities of the dating market if they subscribe to the red pill theory in earnest. The red pill theory is too broad in scope. On the other hand, the black pill theory is all the more aligned with the realities of the dating market. As per the black pill theory, men who subscribe to the black pill theory staunchly believe that females deem them to be attractive on the basis of their height in tandem with the attractiveness of their face. As per the other qualities of men, such as their charisma, their charm, their muscle mass, their rhetoric, their social skills, these other qualities will have negligible bearing on rendering them all the more attractive to females. The red pill theory begs to differ. It is more broad in scope. As per the red pill theory, red pill men are far more inclined to innately believe that they could significantly influence their attractiveness to females. Red pill men believe that they can amplify their muscle mass, enhance their personality, improve their rhetoric, attain robust social skills, and become all the more charming and charismatic to significantly improve their attractiveness in the dating market. However, the fact of the matter is, females are prissy in nature, and they deem men to be attractive if they have a tall height and an eminently attractive face. They have already set forth the criterion of what they're looking for in a man. And if a man does not fall within the parameters of their criterion, then he's going to be deemed unattractive to females. So, the problems with believing in the red pill theory is that it gives men a false sense of hope. If you have a short stature and an unattractive face, irrespective of how compelling and appealing your personality may be, and irrespective of how sizable your muscles may be, you're not going to be deemed attractive to females. It is lamentable, but it is what it is. Females will not make concessions. They will not make dispensations. You could be highly knowledgeable, highly adept, highly competent, highly confident, highly charismatic, highly charming, highly approachable. But at the end of the day, if you lack a tall height and if you lack an attractive face, you're going to be deemed unattractive to females. It is unfortunate, but it is what it is. So, when you believe in the red pill theory, you furnish yourself with a false sense of hope. If you want to become more attractive to females, you'll need to amplify your height so that you could be at least 6 foot 2 inches tall barefoot, and that's possible to do if you can afford to procure leg lengthening surgery. Furthermore, you also need to be able to furnish yourself with an attractive face, which can be done by procuring plastic facial surgery in order to enhance your facial structure. Most men, unfortunately, cannot afford to procure leg lengthening surgery nor plastic facial surgery. So, even if they ameliorate other qualities about themselves, their attractiveness is slated to flatline or depreciate or at best negligibly amplify. So, it is what it is. But when you believe in the red pill theory, you wind up not only furnishing yourself with a false sense of hope, but you wind up needlessly hemorrhaging, squandering, and frittering away your sacrosanct, indispensable, finite, precious time towards a fruitless, unavailing, nugatory, worthless pursuit. When you improve other qualities about yourself for the prospect of amplifying your attractiveness that only have a negligible bearing on rendering you all the more attractive to females, you are squandering your time, and you're also needlessly expending energy, effort, and money on a fruitless pursuit. It can be expensive to learn how to enhance your rhetoric. It can be expensive to learn how to rapidly build muscle mass. You should not imprudently mismanage nor misallocate your time. Your time is invaluable. It cannot be replenished. It's your utmost valuable commodity, so allocate it wisely. And you should not delude yourself into believing that if you were to improve these other qualities about yourself, that you would be all the more apt, be all the more poised, be all the more likely to be successful in the dating market. So, do not delude yourself with a false sense of hope that you will be deemed attractive to females if you do not meet the criterion of what they are looking for in a prospective partner. They've already parameterized what they are looking for, and they want a man who stands at least 6 foot 2 inches tall, barefoot minimum, as well as a man who has an eminently attractive face. If you cannot afford to amplify your height nor significantly enhance your facial structure, then your attractiveness on the dating market at most will negligibly improve if you enhance other qualities about yourself. Unfortunately, your physical attributes do degrade over time. So, even if you were to invest in procuring leg lengthening surgery, and even if you were to invest in procuring plastic facial surgery, your looks are still susceptible to degrading, and as you age, lamentably, you wind up shrinking. You may lose at least half of an inch of height every decade past 40. So, it is unfortunate, but it is what it is. It's problematic, it is direful and calamitous to staunchly believe in the red pill theory because it gives you a false sense of hope, and you delude yourself to ignore the grim, bleak, unfortunate realities of the dating market, and you also wind up squandering time, energy, effort, and money towards improving qualities about yourself that will only at best have negligible bearing on rendering you all the more attractive to females. You're better off being grounded in reality, honing in on reaching your higher aspirations and overarching goals, and bringing your lofty, overarching, grandiose visions to fruition than you are pursuing fruitless, nugatory, unavailing, worthless pursuits. When you believe in the red pill theory, you wind up squandering your time, energy, and effort, and do not yield desirable results, even if you significantly enhance other qualities about yourself that have little to no bearing on rendering you all the more attractive to females. So, safeguard your time, protect your time, do not needlessly expend it you're a pioneer of your own destiny, and perhaps it'd behoove you to pivot out of the dating market if your chances of being successful in the dating market are bleak grim and marginal at best. But even if you were to be successful in the dating market at any given time for any trivial, venial, paltry, nonsensical, gormless, asinine reason, a female can file for divorce, and that can cause you to pay lifetime alimony payments, possibly for decades on end. So there are ample risks associated with being in a relationship, and the risks are unwarranted and should deter you to even take heed of entertaining the notion of entering the dating market. So I hope that you found this video to be insightful and enthralling, as well as captivating and mesmerizing. Have a blissful day. Goodbye.